So you've taken the IELTS twice, but your band score weren't as high as you would like. It's time to get back to the basic of writing if you want to get writing band 9. My name's Minh. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll talk about writing. So I've seen a lot of suggestions by so-called writing experts who claim to have band 9 IELTS writing. Well, it looks like this. See for yourself. Where to begin? Well, outside of IELTS writing, I've never seen people recommending, substituting words from a thesaurus into your essay. Unless you want to end up on I'm very smart. It's a subreddit, okay? You don't do that. It's not a valid strategy. It's not even a strategy at all. The sad truth is this. The normal IELTS senders, they don't even try to, they don't even pretend to try to help you improve your writing ability. They just want to deliver on their promise to get you to the band score that you want. And by doing so, they're doing a disservice to Vietnamese students. By doing so, you are doing disservice to yourself. Writing is a beautiful art, and rightly so. And I am here to help you master the arts of writing. The act of writing begins even before you sit down in front of a computer or a writing table to write. The act of writing begins when there's a need to write. Why do you write? What is the purpose of your writing? Well, normally all the writing in the world, most of the writing in the world can be summed up into three main reasons. Writing to inform, writing to entertain, or writing to persuade. The first one, writing to inform, is normally seen in scientific journals, scientific researches, notices and announcements, stuff like that. The common theme of all these writings is brevity, brief, precise, and to the point. As a terrible joke once goes, oh, well, I hate when I have to say this joke, okay? I know it's terrible, don't hate on me, hate the joke. But it goes like this. A good writing should be like a skirt. Long enough to cover the required materials, but short enough to keep attention. I know, it's a terrible joke, but you get the idea. Not too long, not too short. Cover everything you need to cover. That's informative writing. The second type of writing is writing to entertain. Think of things like short stories and novels, movie script, song lyrics, maybe jokes like the one I just recited. The common theme about these kind of writing, these writing pieces, is that it requires a lot of creativity, creative writing. Last but not least, the most common type of writing by far is persuasive writing. Persuasive writing is when you want your reader to change their opinion about something or to perform a certain action. This type of writing is usually combined with informative writing to form opinion pieces, newspaper articles, or most relevant to you, IELTS writing task 2, essays. The main thing that distinguishes this type of writing from the other is that you need to provide evidence for your writing. Think of things like facts and figures, maps and charts, anecdotes, even scientific researches, the whole quotations and references, the whole shebang. But you're not writing scientific researches in your IELTS writing task 2, so you don't need to care about that. However, there are a few faux pas that you need to examine yourself from. After you've determined the purpose of your writing, the next step is to think about your audience. Who's going to read your pieces? Who's your readers? For a big sport newspapers, for example, like bóng đá, that's going to be the sports spectators, sport watchers, people who like to bet on sports. For a big newspaper, national newspapers like Tuổi Trẻ Thanh Niên, that's going to be the general public. For you though, the IELTS takers, that's going to be the IELTS examiners. Who's the IELTS examiners? Think about them. What do they like? What do they want to see when they read your IELTS writing? Yeah, think about them. What do they want to see when they read your essays? A. Your ability to remember synonyms and antonyms and apply them indiscriminately in your IELTS writing. Or B. Your ability to write a piece of writing that's easy to follow, pleasant to read, and most importantly, show that you know your stuff, that you know what you're writing. So these two steps apply not only to your IELTS writing right now, but it is also very useful later in your life. Whenever you write a new piece of writing, think of things like an article for your school's magazine, or if you go to work in creative in an advertising agency, for example, you want to copyright. Then think about these. That, my friend, is the basic of writing. And it also marks the end of today's episode. Next time when you come back, we'll talk about the basic components of writing, the building blocks of an essay, and the prep method. The very first lesson that my students learn in their writing lessons in order to effectively present their idea in the paragraph. My name is Minh. See you next time.